You can sit here and lie to yourself all you want to. You can. I've lied to myself before. I remember being 340 fucking pounds and lying to myself, looking in the mirror, knowing damn well I'm fucking huge. And I'm like, I ain't that big. But there's three things in life that don't lie. Cameras do not fucking lie. If you want to know what you really look like, don't look at yourself in the mirror and lie to yourself. Have somebody take pictures of you, full body, video and pictures of you. And you really see what you really look like to the world. And more importantly, two things that don't lie to you, and it says everything about you. Numbers don't fucking lie. The scale doesn't lie, and your fucking bank account does not lie. I'm Kevin Robinson Jr. I'm a 40-year-old man, originally from the Bay Area, been living in Los Angeles for a long time. But I'm here to tell you some real facts. I'm going to say a bunch of things that you might not like, but I hope the whole purpose of this video is to save you drama, save you hardship, save you from falling down the same rabbit hole I fell down in my 20s and in my 30s. The habits you have right now, if you're a teenager, you're watching this, or you're in college, anybody 18 to about 23, 24, all the habits you have, especially your relationship with food and alcohol, that shit is gonna follow you until you're 40 if you're lucky enough to see 40 like I was. I wish, and I'm gonna tell you this straight up, if I could go back and talk to myself at 18 and be like, look, bruh, quit eating your feelings. Quit overeating. That's something I learned when I was about 6 years old. I'm gonna tell you how I learned it. When my parents broke up, when I was 6, I used to cry a lot. I was 6 years old. I didn't know how to handle it. I cried a whole lot, man. And a lot of times when kids are that young and their parents break up, they have siblings they can rely on. They have other siblings they can talk to and they can cry together. And, it's a very traumatic thing to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old and your parents break up. But it's even more traumatic when you're an only child. So the way how I would cope is my family, not just my parents, would just give me whatever the fuck I want food-wise. And that's when I started to develop, I'm not going to call it eating disorder. I'm just going to keep it real. I had a horrible relationship with food. I started to overeat. And I would eat so fucking much to where I would gorge myself. And then if it wasn't for me playing sports as a kid, I would have got extremely big, right? And my whole life, especially, teenage years, college, I've had bouts with being fat and I've had bouts with being skinny. But when I was fat in high school, it was like I needed to lose 15 pounds. It was nothing ridiculous. When I got to college, I started working out. But then what happened at 21? I got introduced to this thing called alcohol. I got introduced to this thing called Corona. And I started drinking a shit ton of beer. But the difference was then is my stressors in college were different, So I started to develop this. Every time I need some comfort, I'm going to get comfort in a bowl of some big greasy spaghetti or chili or hot dogs or, I'm from the Bay, so we ate a lot of burritos, you know what I'm saying? Super burritos. If you're from Frisco or Oakland or the Bay, we grew up on burritos, and these burritos are fucking huge. I fucking found comfort in that. And the next thing you know, I go from 220. I'm a 6 foot man. So 220 and my frame is actually really good size. To 240 and then 260. And then, I got it under control a little bit in my late 20s. So around 28, 29, 30, I lost some weight. I had ballooned up to about 280 and I got down to 240. And 240 for me is lean. So then I lost everything in my 30s. And next thing you know, holy shit, ballooned up to fucking 280. And I was hovering around 280, 290 for the longest. And then what happens? COVID. Oh shit. All the gyms in California are closed for a year and a half. And I just fucking gave up. And I fucking got up to 340 pounds. Them 2X shirts started becoming 3X. And the next thing you know, holy shit, I'm about to put a 4X on. When I got to that point and I looked at myself in the mirror, my brother graduated from culinary school. And I looked in the mirror and I was just, I looked at my wife, took a picture of me. And I was just like, I look like the fucking Michelin Man. God damn. I said, fuck this. And this was June of last year, 2024. And I just said, I can't do this shit no more. I can't be this. I can't be the fat nigga no more. I cannot. I can't make excuses. So I got my ass in the gym. And I had been in the gym. This is the thing. You can't out train a shitty diet. Nothing. I was stupid in my 20s. I was like, well, shit, I'll drink and eat what I want because I'll go to the gym. Yeah, you can go to the gym 6 times a week and eat like you want and you'll still gain weight. You know? So the scale doesn't lie, bro. And neither does your bank account. You got to quit lying. If you really want to know somebody, who they are and their habits, look at their bank account. Your bank account, if I look at a quarter's worth of your financial statements and I see what you spend your money on, I know what type of person you are. All I gotta see is the frequency of the things or the liabilities that you keep buying. Quit coping with life. If you don't make a lot of money, and because this happens a lot of you do not make a lot of money. And I remember doing this, not making a lot of money. And I would buy DoorDash or I'd order food all the time. And I'm broke. Eating McDonald's, eating Popeyes, eating Jack in the Box. And that is terrible, not only for your financial health, but for your physical health. You got to quit making excuses for yourself. At a certain point, you get tired or your body gets tired. And you don't want your body to get tired. You don't want your body to get to a point to where it's just like, I can't do this shit anymore. And it shuts down on you. You feel me? So listen to me. Numbers don't lie. The scale that you stand on does not lie. Fellas, no, you're not husky. You're not big bone. You're fat. And trust me, I'm talking to myself. I was 340 pounds. I am 280. Last time I checked, I was 280 right now. I got another 40 pounds I want to lose, right? I started off at 340. Now I'm down to 280. I lost 60. That's cool. I still got another 40 pounds I need to lose. So quit making excuses. Quit buying expensive clothes. Quit trying to cover it up with baggy shirts. You're just a big dude. You're a fat dude. Ladies, that goes for you too. Quit lying to yourself. And quit lying. Quit overcompensating for your bank account. Quit using Affirm. Quit using Klarna. Quit using credit cards. Quit running your shit up. All right? You like anything I say here? Tap, like, share, comment. I'm going to say a lot of things you're not going to want to hear. But these are just facts of life.